we have a new face.
Hello.
Gabriel, thanks for being on the channel.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Very
of course.
excited.
I'm really excited to see this on the table.
I'm excited to see how I fare against this too. Should be interesting.
Yeah, we've got the Draconith Skywing for the first time. I was able to build and get some of it painted up, at least to a battle-ready state for today. I didn't know what you would be bringing, which is a fun-looking list, which we'll get into the details of it real soon.
Yeah.
But what army is it?
So this is Emerald Host Nighthaunt with Nagash.
Big Bone Daddy.
Oh yeah, the Big Bone Pope.
Yeah, he's about to do some Bone Daddy things today.
Well, let's hope. He'll need to against this.
Yeah, so we'll jump into it in a minute here, but thanks again for coming, and hopefully you'll be back on the channel sometime soon, and thank you for watching. Our two-day tournament is going to be April 20th of next year, early bird pricing until January. We already are almost about halfway full, which is pretty cool and exciting because this is going to be the biggest event that we've ever put on. It's at a brewery in Milford, Michigan, so if you're out of state, you can come. There's hotels around. And it's going to be a blast. We did one last year. We had about 56 people, and we're going a little bit bigger this time. So
excellent.
Come and join us, and thanks again for watching.
Alright, so I am playing the Nighthaunt subfaction, the Emerald Host, with Nagash at the head of it. This whole army fits into a battle regiment, so it is one drop. My leaders are Nagash, and up in the front you can see a Guardian of Souls. He is going to be my chosen general. His command trait will be Master of Magic. He will have the spell Hoarfrost, and he has the artifact Cloak of the Waxing Moon, which was very just recently errated, to give any units in combat with that unit -1 to their tax characteristic.
Oh, nice.
Indeed. I will be rounding up my list with 1 unit of Spirit Hosts, 1 reinforced unit of Chainrasp Horde, 2 units of Grimghast Reapers, and 1 unit of Hex Wraiths. I'm taking 2 endless spells today. That would be the Umbral Spell Portal and Ravenek's Gnashing Jaws.
Which may not be as useful as they normally are.
Perhaps.
What are the yellow guys in the middle?
These are my proxy Spirit Hosts. So Spirit Hosts are famously some of the most difficult models to build in Age of Sigmar, and I've never gotten to experience that.
I have built a couple.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to experience that myself, but
those are cool.
Thank you.
Beautiful army. Stormcast Eternals, Draconith Skywing. This is the Army of Renown, using the grand strategy on the Wings of Death, which is from that Army of Renown, as well as a Triumph Bloodthirsty, which I think I get. I'm in 1950. What are you at?
2000.
2000, okay. I'm also in a battle regiment, so it's going to come down to the good old roll-off. The reason I can fit in the battle regiment is this particular Army of Renown allows for Karazai to be battle line. So, or Krondys too, so you could technically play Karazai and Krondys. They'd count for 2 battle line spots.
Wow. And
then a unit of Storm Drake Guard, and then fill in the blank. For today, I am really excited. Of course, we're talking about Karazai, so we'll zoom in here. I love the scheme that I did here, the Copper Dragons for my Coppercast army. I hope you love it too. It's been a labor of love. I'm still working on the little dragons you see. But obviously we got Karazai the Scarred. And then moving on from Karazai, my only other hero is going to be Ionis. I got this guy done just this week. What a blast to paint. I'm excited to actually get him on the table and see how he does. I have not played him yet, but he's pretty cool. I'm using the prayer from the Army of Renown called Sigmar's Grace, which allows him to heal a dragon 3 wounds. And then as you can see behind them, lots of little dragons. We got 2 units of 2 Storm Drake Guard and then 2 singleton units, which is allowed for each hero that you have in the list. You can bring 1 single, they do not count as battle line. So my 3 battle line for this 1950 point list is Karazai and the 2 units of 2 Storm Drake Guard. Let's get to the battle plan. The battle plan for today is going to be Geomantic Pulse. 4 objectives across the middle, as you can see. I know Mike overlaid something so that you can tell. And then the cool part about this one is starting in battle round 2, the player that's going second gets to pick where the pulse starts. It's either going to be on one side or the other, and then it's going to move across the battlefield from there. So in round 1, you can really only score 1 point for holding an objective. That's all you got to do. And then in round 2, you'll be able to score 1 for holding an objective, and then 2 points if you control the pulse, and 1 point if you control the one next to it. And then when it moves, you'll then be able to score 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, and of course 1 for holding an objective. So that plus the 2 points you score for your battle tactics creates one of the higher scoring possibilities for battle plans that's available. It's really a lot of fun. I really enjoy this battle plan. I think there's a lot of really cool back and forth that happens in strategy
absolutely.
and like how you set up and all that kind of stuff.
When I went to Worlds and I played this battle plan, I spent the entire game running away from a level 3 Kronzbrine that was sicked on me on turn 1. My opponent just shot it down the board, and I spent the whole rest of the game just running away, following the pulse.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, you won the Michigan GT, right?
I did, yeah. I rocketed out of obscurity from some guy to GT winner and Worlds participant. So.
Look at you. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So, yeah, I won the roll-off. I was able to drop my army first, which, as you can see, it's just a bunch of shiny dragons all lined up on the 11-inch mark.
Indeed, indeed.
What happened to your army? Where is it?
So this is going to be a very polarizing match. Obviously, you don't see Nagash in a lot of battle reports or at a lot of tournaments because he's not particularly good, but he is swingy, and so I'm thinking that my winning this battle plan, especially against this army, is really going to depend on me keeping Nagash out of combat as long as possible, keeping all of your dragons away from getting into my army, and hopefully trying to peel units off with Hand as Dust as quickly as possible while staying out of your threat ranges. So I have just rocketed to the corner. I've put 2 units back into the underworlds using my battle trait, and Nagash knows the Nighthaunt spell lore, which includes a teleport. So hopefully I'll be in a situation where I can kind of just go wherever on the battlefield, so you won't be able to commit early, because if you commit, then I just move half my army to the other side of the battlefield. So that's the idea, at least.
Cool. We'll see how it plays out, because you're going to have the joy of going first.
Oh boy.
I'm sure you're shocked by that decision.
Oh yeah. Well.
So let's jump into Nagash?
Nagash turn 1. Okay, so let's begin with Primal Magic.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey.
So start out with 2. All right, my tactic is going to be Surround and Destroy, and I'm going to accomplish this tactic with this unit of Green Gas Reapers, this unit of Spirit Hosts, this unit of Hex Wraiths.
Makes sense.
My heroic action is going to go for Heroic Leadership on Nagash, which I do not get.
I don't. Am I in range? I am not. So I'll just do Heroic Leadership on Karazai. That is cocked as all can be. 3 does not do it.
Okay, so let's begin our many casting rolls.
And these will be useless, so I'm just going to put them back.
Alright, so, well, Nagash will be in Unbind range by the end of his spellcasting, I think. So,
okay. Well, I didn't use my heroic action for a thing, so.
Well,
I probably should have, but.
Well, I mean, you can't know that.
Yeah.
So, because, again, it may not be the correct play to do that. I don't have a lot of Nagash gameplay to kind of study. Okay, so let's begin with Nagash just casting Mystic Shield on himself. That goes off. Nagash casts with a +3 in his War Scroll, so we're going to keep that. So he has Mystic Shield. He has 7 casts left. I'm going to cast Shade Mist on my Grimghast Reapers. That goes off. That is -1 to be wounded. So that goes on them. Now we are going to start getting a little spicy.
Bring on the spice.
We're going
Just waiting for you to hand the Dust Karazai, so this game's effectively over on turn 1.
Well, maybe. Let's begin.
Although it might not be over if you do, but.
Yeah, I mean, it might not.
There's still a lot of other firepower.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It would be hurtful though.
All right, so I've committed to my plan. Let's go ahead and do this. Spectral Tether. Okay, again, rolls.
You're playing damage with your control there.
I'm rolling low while you're out of Unbind range.
Yeah, but you're also so close to a miscast.
yeah. You know, when the God of Death miscasts, he feels like a fool.
You need a 9, or are you just staying up after?
So I'm actually going to teleport within 12, but just barely.
Okay.
of that guy. Okay, so this is what we're doing with Nagash this game. He's decently far away from Karazai still, so we have 5 casts left. Next up, we're going to cast Umbral Spell Portal. 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll go ahead and throw a Primal at this. 10, 11.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I don't have any unbinds.
All right,
so
so I'm going to set up one Umbral Spell Portal next to Nagash. So this is the single, and this is the unit of 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Single, 2, Karazai Ionis, 2, single.
I'm going to put the output right here. Wholly within 18 of the caster. Okay, next up, so that leaves us with 4 casts left. Next, we're going to cast Hand of Dust with a 9, 10, 11, 12.
Cool. I don't have any,
Oh, right,
I don't
right,
have
right.
any unbinds.
Okay, so I'm going to choose your unit with 2 Stormdrake Guard.
Okay.
And the resolution of Hand of Dust is a weird little bit of holdover from Age of Sigmar 1 or 2.0. But I'm going to put this die in one of my hands. You have to guess which hand it's in. If you successfully guess, nothing happens. If you fail, then a model from the unit is slain. So,
Go with your left hand.
so a dragon is slain from that unit.
Okay.
Okay.
So if I get the dice, then it works in my favor.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 50-50.
Yeah.
You can resolve it however you want. Okay, so I have 1 Primal Magic left. I have 3 spellcasts left. I am now going to attempt to cast...
Actually, I'll use the wings up, because that other single has wings down.
Sure, that makes sense. I'm now going to cast Soul Cage, which goes off. And I'm going to give Fight Last to the singular dragon.
Okay.
So I have 2 casts left. What are we going to do with them? I'm going to cast...
Man,
Nagash's...
you could have hand dusted Karazai there.
It has to be within 3 inches of the other side of the spell portal.
Yeah,
So
you could have just teleported over here and took
yeah, and if
you would have got it.
if it didn't work,
You know,
we'd
2020.
be having a much different conversation. I'd be like, okay, re-rack, okay.
Hindsight and all that.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna do Nagash's War Scroll spell. So this casts on a 10 plus.
No, that's an 11.
Yeah, if the unmodified casting roll is a 9 up.
It's a 9 up. Oh, it's unmodified. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so it's an 8.
Okay, so do Primal Magic modify?
Yeah, those are modifiers.
Okay, so this is just going to be a D3 mortal wounds to the dragon that is fight lasted.
Okay.
For 2.
Dose wounds.
And then finally, let's take one last look through the Nighthaunt Spell Lord, see if there's anything else we want to do. I think we're just going to do Ravenek's Gnashing Jaws, which we get with a 8.
Yep.
So
Just going to use them to block movement.
I think so. We are going to summon it somewhere near there.
You can do that during movement.
Yeah,
'Cause you're done with your hero phase, right?
I actually do have this guy. He is just going to
okay.
cast, my Guardian of Souls Elf in the corner is going to cast Hoarfrost.
Hey!
Oh, yeah, we get it. So we're going to put that on the Grimghast Reapers in the front.
Yep.
It's a 2. We'll say that their scythes hit on 2s.
All right. Hitting on 2s. Still got to set up the jaws. Any other things for your hero phase?
No.
All right.
No, we're done.
We'll go to movement.
Okay, so here's my movement phase. The Grimghast Reapers, all buffed up, have just tiptoed outside of my starting territory, so they're completing Surround and Destroy, Surround and Destroy, Surround and Destroy. The Jaws of Ravenak, even with the reroll, did not roll high enough to really damage a dragon, so I have to set it up as a move blocker. Ionis does have a 2-up spell to spell, but then at least he has to pick if he wants to use that ability. And it's just something that he could potentially fail to stop him from getting into me. So those units came and accomplished my battle tactic. I brought in my unit of Chainrest Horde here to screen Nagash, and I will be scoring a 3-point turn, holding one objective, and accomplishing my tactic.
Well done. Moving on to Stormcast Eternals. We'll call it the Draconith Skywing.
Mm-hmm.
Turn 1. Turn 1, Stormcast Eternals, Draconith Skywing. Rawr. We are going to intimidate these invaders that we have here. They already made one of my dragons disappear. Makes me sad.
But Karzai is fearless, and he is not intimidated by this bold opening move by the God of Death.
That's right, he's not. He's going to go fly around and do some Karazai things, but you've done a good job, of course, keeping everything away from him, which I kind of figured you would do.
Yeah.
The thing that makes sense, especially for turn 1. So my hero phase with this army is pretty short. I really just have some prayers to do with Ionis. With Ionis, the way it works is you can either choose to do 2 prayers, or you can auto-do 1 prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And you are definitely not within an 18-inch range for me to do that prayer, so I'll just auto-heal this dragon 3 wounds.
Gotcha.
That's what the one that I took with him. Sigmar's 8, I think is what it's called.
What's the 18-inch prayer?
That's the one where I can burn you, and then it chains to anything within 3.
Oh, the chain lightning one. Gotcha.
Yeah, chain lightning type of thing. My heroic action, I guess we'll try and unbind the Ravenex Gnashing Jaws.
Okay.
Need what, 8?
Right. 2 up.
Well, no. So you're talking about for Ionis. So
Yeah.
Ionis' ability is at the start of the enemy hero phase.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Double check it real
So
quick.
you have to actually be on a roll for this.
Yeah, so I'm using my heroic action to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at the start of the enemy hero phase, so I can
Gotcha.
do it. So I will be using it at that time. I'm not using it right now.
Fair enough.
So we're going to try Jaws. And then I have 2 primals, so we'll toss
Sure.
those in there.
Jaws is gone.
Bye-bye, Jaws.
Now, you do not take the bait and go for the one I wanted you to go for, but I will be dispelling Uncle Spell Portal right now. And it is also gone.
I wanted to do it on a 2-up at the start of your hero phase. It's almost like I was planning that and hoping you wouldn't do what you did.
I was at home and I was measuring ranges like optimal spell portal placement to take advantage of it on 2 subsequent turns, and then someone saw what I was doing and said, well, no, you dispel your own spell portal so they can't do it on your turn. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yep.
okay.
That is the ideal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's it. Simple as can be hero phase.
My heroic action will just be to go for an extra command point on my actual general, which I do not get.
All right. Moving on to movement. Moving to movement. Like I'm moving, so I'm going to move stuff.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. Dragons have flown. They all went to the middle, basically setting up for turn 2 to see where things go. Don't really feel like fighting those Grimghasts just yet. They're kind of got their buffs going and whatnot. I don't feel like I can just ignore Nagash. So if I do happen to win the double and I decide to take it, which I may not do, I decided that I'd at least like to have Ionis and Karazai in position to kind of try and crash in on him along with these 2 dragons. And we may even crash on the Chain Rasp at the very least and see what happens there. Yeah, so at this point, we're going to do some shooting. And I think he is within 18 in Nagash.
So the newest iteration of Nagash's ability gives a 5-up ward to all friendly death units within 12. So
Okay, so everybody's got a 5 ward. So that won't really make too much of a difference with what I'm doing here.
well, let's hope.
Like, no, I mean, like, as like me making choices. Not
sure,
as
sure.
in, like, you doing
Yeah.
your ward saves.
Yeah, I don't have an all-out defense. Well, I guess actually Nagash can all-out defense, but it doesn't matter either. So
None of this is all mortal wound shooting except for his, so you may want to all-out defense against that.
okay, yeah, I will definitely all-out defense against that.
Yeah, depending on what I target and whatnot. So, Karazai, Blazing Tempest, going into Nagash. That's a 6, so we will do D6. And that's another 6. Cool.
All right.
Strong
All
start.
5s. We ward 3, so we are going to take 3.
Okay. And then Little Dragons, Draconic Flamestorm, so both are going to go into Nagash. Got a 4 and a 5, so we've got a D3 for 3 and a D6 for 5, so 8.
All right. So let's do the 5 first. 6, 7. Another dice. 8. All right, 5 ups. Who needs luck? Or who needs skill when you have luck? We'll take 2.
Wow, dude. Well done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, gonna throw 5 of these. We'll do more than that. We'll do 6 into Nagash and 3 into the little unit with the Spirit Scouring Flames. This is for Ionis.
Okay, so I have 2 command points. I think Nagash and this guy stops rally within 12.
Yes, and Inspiring Presence.
Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and all out defense Nagash.
Okay. We'll have command points to spare, so we will all attack this.
Okay.
So we'll be at a 2 to hit and a 3 to wound. This is the ones going into the little guys. Hit with 2. Wound with 1. -2. Doesn't matter.
4 or 5 up on the chain rest, so they fail.
That is 1 damage, and then you are soul burned.
They take it. And we'll pull a guy.
And whatever you want to do to mark the soul burn.
We'll put
I don't have as many markers as you do. And then into Nagash. Hits with 4.
Okay.
Wounds with 3. -2.
So we are at a 3 up with Mystic Shield and all out defense, so we're back to 3 up. We're good.
Oh man, no soul burning.
Before I was an Ogre's player.
So how many did he take total? 5?
5. You had some above average shooting with your Dragon Breaths, and I had some above average.
So I'm out of range for those. So.
Okay.
Now we're going to go to the charge phase.
And just for my clarification, this is a singular unit and this is a double? This is the 2? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So over here, this wings up one is the single guy. He's got 4 tufts.
Gotcha.
These ones have more than 4 tufts. That's how we'll keep track of it.
That's how you'll keep track of it, and I'll ask you 500 times.
Yes, and then I will repeat it 500 times.
Sweet. Appreciate it.
Anytime. All right. I have to think about the sequencing here because my goal is to stay outside of 3 Nagash, which means that I have to really get over to these 2 guys in the corner here. Yeah. And then if I want to pile into Nagash, I can, especially with this guy who's fight last.
Exactly.
So I think I roll his charge first.
See where he goes?
See where he goes. And then I roll that one after. And then
make room for Ionis.
Ionis last.
Gotcha.
I may not be able to stay outside in Nagash, and I might have to take a risk or just not take the charge, depending on what I roll. So, just walking through my thoughts on why I'm doing that. So, we're going to start here with the fight last one. We'll get a 6.
Worth noting, with Nagash, he does not bracket his melee at all. Only his spellcasting really brackets, and his movement speed.
Interesting.
And he has like an aura of returning models, but it's at 24 inches, and then it goes down from there.
Okay. So 6. Here's what's interesting. 6 puts me up into there. But then I have to roll like a 9 with that one.
Yeah, and then that really clogs up the way for Ionis.
No, Ionis would just have to go that way.
Oh, sure.
You'd have to go into Nagash.
Gotcha.
I'm less worried about him going into Nagash. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into Nagash, and we're going to see how it goes. Wings. You could hear them scraping. All right, we will, I gotta, just the wings in the way. Do it like that, because I need to make room for Ionis' base to fit.
Sure.
So, okay. We'll do the other little dragon.
Do they have impact hits?
No, they don't have impact hits. They can get stronger if you take lances, but I just have the swords on all of them.
Yeah, I think
but
that.
Yeah, once per battle, I can say they will reroll charges for that unit. I think that makes sense to do right now for this guy. So I'll do that. So he's going to get to reroll his charge.
Do you get to choose before or after he rolls?
It says once per battle in your charge phase. So I guess I can roll it and then do it.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
11. All right. Well, so that in hindsight, I should have gone there.
So measuring from the back of his base, you could jump the chain rasps if you wanted to.
That's what I want to do. I want to just end up like right here. So right there.
Okay.
And then we'll go with Ionis. He doesn't have any reroll thing. but I'm rolling above average, so...
May have wanted to find a Stour Nagash here. Just a possibility. I didn't expect him to commit as much. Although he's not committing a ton, I suppose.
Well, I still have Karazai, but he's not going to fit, even with a 12, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
The question is, do I go here with Ionis, and then hope I kill enough and then pile in, which I don't think would happen. I think he'd still stop me, or do I just go straight into Nagash? And because this guy is here and I didn't put him here, I'm just going to go straight into Nagash.
Gotcha.
So these wings make it tough, but he is supposed to be up there base to base.
I want to point out for our eagle-eyed viewers that Nagash's base is littered with the bodies of dead Stormcast, so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I'm making the right decisions. I've never played this particular army. I get lots of monstrous rampages and stuff. So.
Here's how I like to think of Nagash. He has 18 wounds, a 3-up save, and a 5-up ward, so he's a bit like a Stonehorn in his
he's tough.
durability. Which means that he could survive here, or he could just die horribly. We'll see.
I don't know. It's all going to come down to the dice, right?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So now we've got lots of monstrous rampages to do here. Mm-hmm. So let me pull these up and figure out what I'm doing, because there's some special ones for this army. So pick an enemy unit within 3. In the following combat phase, I can only move up to 1, or I can subtract 1 from wound rolls. So we're definitely going to do the wound rolls one. So we'll use the wound rolls, which is called stun, on Nagash.
Sure.
And this goes off on a 3.
Okay.
Cool. So Nagash will be -1 to wound.
Got 2 wounds, gotcha.
Yep. And then we will impact tremors, I think, from this guy here on the chain rasps, which will be, they can only pile in up to 1 inch.
Gotcha.
Ooh, that was going to be it, and then it hit the edge of this.
I don't know how impactful it is, because you have the unit pretty pinned.
Yeah, and then we'll roar Nagash.
Okay.
And we got it.
And Nagash will attempt to roar Ionis. We do. They're both roared.
Roared away. So now we got to go to the actual combat phase. The question is, I can't, obviously the little dragon's going to be last. I think I just go with Ionis, right? Let's see, he's got 2 and 3 inch attacks, so he'll get in across those to Nagash. He only has 1 that's at 1 inch. So I don't see why I would start with anything else, because you have to pile into the closest model.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just go here. Oh, man. Well, I'm trying to get into that little gap.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those situations where the dragons back it up and...
Well, I'm in that little gap somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Good old wings. They look so cool, but they're so impractical for this game.
Yeah.
It's one of the cool things about Ionis is his are folded up, and it looks awesome, but it's also cool for actually piling him in and
maybe
stuff.
they learn from their mistakes.
Yeah, it might be. All right, so Soulbreaker has to go into the guys in front of him.
Okay.
And then the other 2 are going to go into Nagash.
Nagash is going to do nothing because he's been roared.
Yes. So Soulbreaker is the 1 inch attacks. Let me double check and see if I'm missing anything. Start of the combat phase, pick 1 enemy unit within 3, subtract 1 from attack characteristics. That'll be on Nagash.
Okay. -1 to attack, -1 to wound.
Yep. Actually, how many attacks are the chain rasps?
2 apiece.
What range?
1 inch, 4s and 4s, no run, 1 damage.
No run, 1 damage? I'm not as worried about them as the high run stuff from Nagash. So yeah, he'll be -1 to attacks.
Okay.
Just had to rethink that real quick.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Cool. So, Soulbreaker, 3s and 3s. This is into the chain rasps.
Okay.
2, -1.
5s.
Doesn't matter.
Save 1.
2 damage.
5s. Save 1. And we'll pull from this side.
All right. Ancient Claws into Nagash. 3s and 3s. Three of them at -2.
Okay, so we have Mystic Shields for a 2, so we're up to 4s. Save 1.
2 damage.
Okay, so we have 4 wards, 5 ups. Save 1, take 3.
Time Worn Fangs, 3s. Hits with both. Wounds with 1. -3.
Okay, so we're up to 5s. Fail.
3 damage.
5 ups. Save 1, take 2. 10 suffered, 8 remaining.
It is your go, sir.
Okay, so what's the reach on the dragons?
The dragons are 3 inches. The warblade is 1.
Okay. So we're already in range here.
The goal was to stay outside of 3, but...
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
outside of 3, gotcha.
Yeah.
So... What's the, I always forget the pile-in rules. Each model has to look at the closest enemy unit?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so...
That's part of why I charged the way I did.
Yeah, I get you.
Break up the amount of damage that you're capable of doing.
So I'm definitely not going to kill the Fight Last Dragons, so I think what we are going to do is measure...
We're going to pause this while you figure that out.
Sure.
All right, so we figured out the pylons. You're starting with the chain rasps.
Yeah, so he did a very good job of positioning his units on the charge right here to prevent me from doing too much. But what I have done is a very technical pylon where all of these models are technically within an inch of 2 other models. The attempt is to stop this dragon from piling too far around and getting too many more attacks into Nagash.
I'll still get the 3 inchers once I finish my pylon, but I won't get the 1 inchers now.
Yeah. So we have 8 chain rasps going here, including the leader. 8 chain rasps going here, and then 3 chain rasps going here.
The fight last one will have all-out defense.
Okay. I cannot Inspiring Presence. It's the bottom of the battle round, so I will just go ahead and all-out attack.
Okay.
So 8 guys is going to be 17 attacks. The leader. So this is into the Fight Lasted Dragon who has used all-out defense. This is going to be 4s and 4s, 6s auto wound.
1 auto wound.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I all-out attack, so on 3s.
Yep, that makes sense.
And then 4s. Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 7 saves.
Before we finish this, you talked about your curse thing and we both forgot about it.
Motherfucker.
What
Okay.
is your curse thing?
Okay, so yeah, it's the hardest thing with Nighthaunt is remembering the Emerald Curse. So obviously, we're going to curse Karazai and Ionis, and then I would curse one of the 2 dragon units. So there was one over here, one over here.
Just roll a die, 1 through 3, 4 through 6.
Sounds good. Okay, so it's these guys.
So they're cursed.
All right, so we will resolve that at the end of the battle round.
All right, cool. Sorry, how many saves? 7?
7 saves, no rend.
All right. This will be on Tuesday. No rend. I make them all.
Okay. Up next is the 16 attacks into Ionis.
Six.
Yep.
So this will be on 3s. Ooh, missed a few. Takes 3.
Okay. Then...
Oh, I can pass those off.
Would you like to?
Yeah, I would. I don't
Okay.
know why I wouldn't. I'll pass off 2 of them to that dragon.
Okay.
And he'll take 1.
Gotcha. And then finally, 3 chain rasps on the last dragon. Okay. 5 saves, no rend.
3s. We'll take 2. Alrighty. Now we've got this dragon. Jaws will go into Nagash.
He is fight lasted from
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You get this dragon. So we're gonna pile him in just
So
a
he's
little
just
bit.
going to kind of scooch around the corner
Yeah,
like
he just
this.
wants to touch it. Yeah, so
Yep.
you can hit the 3 inches on him.
Okay.
So Jaws and Nagash, and then this will be the all-out attack dragon, and the Warblade is 1 inch, so that'll go into the other guys.
Okay.
So we'll go Warblade. This is the leader of the unit because that was the guy from the 2-man. So it'll be 7 attacks on the Warblade. And I have to remember in the combat phase after all of its attacks have been resolved. Okay, so Dragged into the Tempest is after that. So let's do Warblade. This will be 2s. And 3s. You have 6. No run because of your Ethereal.
This is into the Chain Rasps.
Yep.
Okay, 5 up.
1 damage each.
Save 1, save 2, 5 up. Take 1.
You were hot on those.
I am usually pretty hot on my 6 up ward saves.
Okay, now I can do Dragon into the Tempest. Pick one enemy within 1. And, I don't have, do I?
I think you can get that last Chain Rasp, for sure.
So, roll a dice.
He's
If it's
dead.
greater than the wounds characteristic, pick one model in that unit, and that model is slain.
Oh, you pick a model in the unit.
Yeah, and it doesn't say the model within 1, it just says a model in that unit. So, I'll take your leader guy.
Okay. All he has is 1 extra attack. He used to give extra bravery, but now he's just literally just 1 extra
Right.
attack.
Yeah, if I can do it, I'm doing it.
Hell yeah.
Alright, Fangs and Talons, be 2s and 3s. This is a Nagash. We got all the hits. Let's see if we get all the wounds. We get 3 of the wounds, -2.
Okay, so we're at a 2 ups, we're up to a 4 up. Save 1.
2 damage each.
5 ups. No, so he takes 4. 14 silver.
You're on Nagash.
Okay, so Nagash is pretty crippled right now with all of those debuffs, but I think we're just going to put everything that matters into the Fight Last Dragon and attempt to kill it. So he has 3 range and 2 range attacks. The 1-inch range attacks will go into Ionis, but those don't really matter. So we are -1 to attack, -1 to wound. So this is Alakanash, 3s and 4s.
I don't think
Okay,
you-
1 save.
You tell me, but I don't know that you get those 1-inchers if his base is base to base with those 2. Because he looks like it'd still be out.
Oh, I thought he was in the spot.
Yeah,
That
he
was
should
the
be.
idea.
He should be. Yeah. That's why I'm just going to put him there so you can see.
Okay. If he's not, he's not. That's fine.
Yeah, because I couldn't get my 1-inchers into you.
Oh, I didn't realize you forego those. Okay, makes sense. So
Yeah.
we're going to pass those off. So 1 save on the Fight Last Dragon, 3 rend.
3 rend?
Yeah.
So 2 goes to 5.
Okay. D6 damage. 4.
6 take.
3 attacks with Zephet Nebtar. It's going to be 3s and 4s. 1 save, 2 rend.
Reroll the cocked one. Okay.
Hey.
Saved.
Okay. Now looking good for the Bone Daddy.
Is that it?
Yeah. Yep. That's
Okay.
it.
So we got the last dragon. 1-inch will go into the guys in front of him. He's a singular, so I would assume that makes him a champion, right? As a singular?
Yeah, 1 model in this unit can be a champion.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay. So he'll have 7 attacks on the blade. So these will be 3s and 3s. Ooh, that was bad. That one's cocked. Okay. Hits with 2. Wounds with 1. -1. That doesn't matter.
Save it.
Save. Cool. Glad we came. Here's the ones that matter.
Yup.
Fangs and Talons, 3s and 3s. Oh, whiffs on the hit roll. Wounds with 1, -2. So we're not going to kill him.
Force. Although I cannot make the save.
2 damage.
All right, 5s. Oh, there we go. I spoke to
Hey, you made them both.
There we go.
See, you just had to say you couldn't.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Okay, so you have a 3-point turn. Is that it?
Yep, I have a 3-point turn. That's it. You just have whatever bravery you have, but I assume you're 10, so you're probably good.
Nighthaunt Chain Rasps are the only Nighthaunt unit that has a bravery of 8, so I will have a battle shock test.
And if you roll a 6, you lose 1.
Yeah. We're good.
Cool. All right.
All right,
Here's the big thing.
Yeah, the priority.
This is a big roll off.
Yeah.
3 and a 2.
All right, so you win. You win here.
Yeah, because I killed Nagash.
Yeah.
You know?
So the army can't really the dragons are a little too fast. You can kind of just go anywhere on the table.
Yeah.
You're able to essentially kill Nagash, get him to 4 wounds left. He's a 900-point model. How many points of models is this?
400, and then 340, so 740.
Yeah. Which is about what Nagash should cost. But if you
I
want,
would not disagree.
if you want to make a game out of this for the Nagash lovers at home,
let's play the what if.
Okay, so I will take the turn.
So Pulse will start over there.
Makes sense. Makes absolute sense. Okay, so now I need to plan out what the heck my phase is going to look like, and then we'll get back to
So
you.
we're playing the what if here, and we're going into Nighthaunt. I almost said Soul Blade. Nighthaunt turn 2. It's almost like that Ghostbusters green.
Yeah, it's Warp Stone. It's a necklace. Okay, so having taken the gentleman's turn, let's go ahead and resolve the Emerald Curse. So this unit, the green dice will be the 2-up.
Okay.
The purple dice will be the D3 +1 mortal wounds. It's +1 because they are monsters.
Okay.
So these guys will take 2.
All right.
Kerazai will take 4.
Ooh, that's spicy.
Ionis will take 2.
Do I want to pass those off? That one's almost dead. He's only got 1 on him. I won't. I'll let him take the 2.
Okay. So now going into my turn, my tactic for the turn is going to be Magical Mayhem, because there is a dragon left here with 3 wounds left. Seems pretty safe. So that's my tactic. This is the pulse on this side. I'm going first, so I have 2 command points. I have 3.
Cause all the mayhem you can.
Let's do some primal magic.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Heroic action is going to be a command point on Nagash.
I'll take an unbind.
All right. So we get a heroic leadership on Nagash. All right. So let's begin with the invocation of Nagash. Its range is heavily lowered because he's very damaged, but it returns 3 models to a unit near him, so... Now, we're going to begin casting. So Nagash is bracketed. He's down to 5 casts, but he has access to 2 spells that heal him, so we're going to try and deal damage, heal him up into a bracket where he has more spells to cast.
Cool.
So we're going to start with his War Scroll spell, which is called Soul Stealer.
What does this do?
This is going to be a D6 mortal wound spell that heals him.
On a 13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm not going to attempt to stop that one.
Okay. We have 2 primals, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to do it to the 3 wound left dragon. Oh, that's as cocked as it gets. 6 damage.
All right, he's dead.
So it deals 3. He heals 3. That is our tactic accomplished. He did heal down a bracket. We'll try and heal down another bracket. He is going to use the Nighthaunt spell Lifesteal Her. So he is at 5 casts left. So this is going to be a 10. This is a D3 mortal wound spell. Heal for it. Okay. We're going to do this dragon. So he is going to take 3. Okay. So that heals us down another bracket, which means we are still at 5 spells left to cast.
Hey!
Weird, but this is what we're doing. Next up, we're going to try to Hand of Dust Ionis. So this is 7. We'll throw a primal at this. That's 12, 15.
Well, this is the one that matters, so...
Yeah, I'm just thinking if I want to try and make it unbindable. So you're unbinding with no bonuses, right?
Right.
All right. 16.
So I need a high roll, but I can't afford to have Ionis Hand of Dusted. So
Yeah.
we're going to try.
Oh, that's not it.
6. So I would have to roll, what, 11 or 12?
Yeah. I mean...
With the other 2? We'll take our chances with the 50-50.
All right. Here's the dice, folks. Keep your eye on the birdie.
I wish we could take a poll right now. Do I go left hand again or do I go right hand? We're going to go left hand again. We're going to stick with it.
Oh, I understand.
Hey, we
Okay.
found it.
All right, so
I'm a sucker for punishment, so I was just going the same hand.
that's a rock paper scissors tactic for sure. All right. So the announce is not dead, which means it is time to get the fuck out of here. So that we have 4 casts left. Next, he is going to cast Spectral Tether.
I love that you're using a spin down
Yeah,
for his casting.
man, you got to keep track of this.
So
crap.
what does this do?
This is his teleport spell, so he is going off
You have
on
a 9?
6,
Oh,
7,
I
8,
can't
9.
unbind anyway.
Yeah.
I already used it.
So Nagash is going to leave.
Bye. It's cool that you can teleport out of combat.
Yes. That's, I think, one of the reasons why Nighthaunt is the best home for Nagash right now, because he is pretty redundant in OCARC, and, you know, the army's
What
just
about
so
like 1,000 ghouls in Nagash, in FEC?
I feel like the Feck heroes just buffed the ghouls better. Like, Nagash is nice for Nighthaunt because Nighthaunt doesn't have a way to return fully destroyed units. So he gives something to the army that they didn't have before.
Oh, okay.
Which is nice.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Okay, so where are we going to put Nagash? So this guy can fly 14. So we want to stay out of his threat range completely.
26.
Yeah. But at the same time, yeah, we just have to stay out of his threat range. We can't do anything else about that.
He just wants to eat you.
It just wants
hungry.
to eat ya.
He's hungry.
So we'll go down to 3 casts, and Nagash is going to be,
He wants to do dragon things.
yeah, right here. So with our remaining 3 casts, we are going to cast Mystic Shield. We get that. Put that back on Nagash. He has 8 wounds suffered. We are going to do...
He's got a lot of healing.
with the Nighthaunt spell, he has 2 spells to heal him.
Yeah, that's why me taking the turn would have been a no-brainer.
Yeah, well, he had like 4 wounds left. He was super dead.
Yeah.
So next we're going to cast Spell Portal, which we get. And then through the spell portal, we are going to cast Soul Cage, which goes off, and we will put Fight Last on this unit of 2 dragons.
Okay.
So that is, this guy is going to cast... He's out of range.
It's kind of fun that you made your mirrors 2 different colors. You don't see that very often.
Yes, well, fans of the Portal game will know exactly.
That's what I kind of figured it was from.
I went with the tiles to try and do a laboratory look.
Oh, okay. Clever.
He could try and
I played some
Hoarfrost
Portal
Nagash, I guess.
time or 2.
Nice. We're not going to get in with Nagash this turn, so he's just going to cast, I mean, he really can only cast, Arcane Bolt. Yeah, so he's going to hold on to an Arcane Bolt.
Alrighty.
And then, with that, we will be ready to move to the movement phase.
Let's move it to move it. So what happened?
Alright, so we have retreated the chain rests, we've moved up the hex rays. We're just going to try and kill a dragon, because it seems like a target that we can actually hit. We have tiptoed onto the pulse to control it this turn. So 1 pulse tactic is going to be a 5-point turn. Nagash is hiding as defensively as I can make him with Mystic Shield on.
One thing I should do after you finish retreating those
Read a
while we're
point.
on camera is read a point.
Sure.
So I'll use a command point for that. This was the last thing to move, other than the things that are way over there that don't matter. 4 inches. Won't be able to make it over, so I'm just going to go back this way. Thank you. Ta-da.
All right. So those guys were outside of 3, and you move back 4. So yeah, we are looking at a 7-inch charge there.
Yep, and you should still have a 3 here. Yep,
Close enough.
close to a 3.
Okay, so with that, I have no shooting. They took Nagash used to have a gaze attack that had 1 attack, and they took it away.
I remember that one.
Too powerful. So let's just do some charging.
So how many points should Nagash be?
Nagash should probably be closer to 700 points, I think.
Okay.
Because there's
like
the
Kragnos.
Umbral Spell Portal
And
is
Techless.
yeah. I mean, he's so much less powerful than those models, but I guess because of Hand of Dust, they think, well, he could always just kill
Was he good?
Techless, which he could. But then that means that Spell Portal is an obligatory 80 points on top of his 900. So, yeah, it's pretty rough. Okay, so...
I think he also gets pointed, though, because of the bringing models back thing.
Yeah, but every Death faction except Nighthaunt does it better than him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's...
Which is funny for the Lord of Death.
I can't wait to see the 5th or 6th rewrite of his War Scroll. I'm sure
I mean, what a hard,
head.
like, character / model to even create rules for and point appropriately.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I think the really, powerful models are probably the hardest ones to design.
The question is, do you want to make him worth 900 points and absolutely oppressive?
Yeah.
Or do you want to make him worth 700 points, point at 700 points, and then the God of Death is only 700 points,
I think the God of Death should be 700 points because he's like the same base size and power level as, like a Kragnos or, a Techless or etc.
Yeah. As he is, he's currently much, much weaker, but...
yeah.
Meh.
Interesting conversation, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you never see Nagash, so you never have the chance to have this conversation, which
right.
it is good. I mean, this game would... If I had won the roll-off and then handed Dust to Dionys, like, this game would look slightly different.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway, charging with the Chain Rasp forward. No, we'll spend a command point and reroll that. Okay, big 11. So we're going to go 11.
We'll show you where they end up.
All right, so we've completed our 11-inch charge. I don't think it's super critical to make the guy fight last, so we're going to stun him, which is a -1 to a save. Next, we are going to attempt to charge with the Hex Wraiths. Another 11-inch.
You're doing all the Nighthaunt things. Now you're going for the fight last?
I think we might just go for another stun.
Okay. Oh, so you can stack them?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I've only played against Nighthaunt one time, so.
Yeah, the one of the things that Nighthaunt can do as an army is say, I'm going to retreat all my units out of combat, charge the one thing I want to kill, give it -4 to its save, fight last,
cool.
And just delete anything, basically, is like the pie in the sky. So, they have impact hits. It's a 2 up for D3. Nope. And I think we will put another stun on the dragon. So with that...
Monstrous Rampage.
Monstrous Rampage.
I feel like if I am able to pull off the 1-inch pylon thing, that'll have more impact than anything else I can do.
I think Roar might be a better option because I've already placed most of the Chain Rasp Horde unit within melee range. With a -2 Rend, that's a lot of attacks. So just making it so less of those connect would probably be the best.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll go through her. We'll take your suggestion.
Okay, Chain Rasp Reward. I am going to activate first with them. And they're just...
what? Are they 2-inch reach?
No, but they have a less than 1-inch.
Yeah.
So
they can fight across each other. Just like
yes.
I just wanted to see like how many would I be able to keep out with a 1-inch pile.
Oh, sure.
That'd just be like 4. So okay, we'll do the roar.
So we're going to just pile all the way around, and I'm just for the sake of expediency just going to shuffle these guys all the way across.
Sounds good. I will all out defense.
Okay. So 20 Chain Rasp Horde is going to be 41 attacks. So we'll roll these batches. Okay, so here's 20 dice, and here's 21. So it's going to be 4s, and Chain Rasp Horde have an ability that when they make a charge roll, they get +1 to wound, so it'll be 4s and 3s, 2 effective rend.
6 is auto wound, right?
Yes, 6 is auto wound.
Dose auto wounds.
Okay, so from the first batch, we have 6 wounds, and then we'll do this again.
auto wounds have been low.
Yeah, and Roar's definitely stopped a lot of hits.
Yeah.
3s. Okay, and then on the back end, 2, 4, 6, 7. 7. So 13 saves, 2 effective rend.
Alrighty. So 2s will go to force. See if we can keep the dragon alive.
Yeah, looks like it. Actually, I don't know how many wounds he has.
Yeah, no, he'll be good. That's 5 and he's taken 2, so he's up to 7.
Nice.
But I don't know if we'll survive those horses. But we're not out of it yet because the dragon can attack the horses, which is what I'll do.
And we'll go ahead and discorporate here. So all we have left is our heroic leadership.
Alrighty. Drake Rider's War Blade. 3s and 3s. 4 hit. 3 wound. -1. Not that it matters.
Okay. Nighthaunt 4 up. Save 2.
1 damage each.
5 up. Take 1.
Draconic Fangs and Talons. 3s. Hit with all. See if we can wound with all. Believe in me. Oh, and the dragon, I think. Well, the dragon got a 50%. So 2 go through.
Save 1.
2 damage each.
Alright, and that is a 5 up. Yeah, because we discorporated. Right, so...
And then we have dragged into the Tempest. How many wounds are those guys?
2.
So I need a 4, I believe. Or is it a 3? Greater, so I need a 3 or more.
Okay.
Got a 6.
So you remove the leader.
Yep.
Alright, so they're going to swing back. 3 guys. They have 2 scythe attacks each, so big dice. That is going to be these attacks. 3s and 3s. Two saves, 3 effective rend.
Let's see if we can make some 5s. Whoa! Nice. Spiked it.
Then the horses, it's going to be 4s and 4s. Four more saves at 2 effective rend.
4s. Save 2. Damage?
1 each.
He did.
Whew, just barely.
We're going to attempt to do this. Oh,
so now
look at that. I should play Operation tonight.
There is a argument to be made here that I should have ignored the dragon and just run away with these units because Kerzai has a very easy... He can't get over here and he's a very easy delete train rasps move. But I feel like I just need to remove models because my opponent has a low model count army and I feel like reducing his tactical flexibility. His grand strategy is have 3 dragon units. Like, there's lots of things that I would like to kill a dragon for.
3 dragons have to be wholly within 3 of each other.
So, we'll see. Those guys are almost certainly dead now.
Between Ionis and Kerzai, I think they can do it.
Yeah, but I might be okay with that. So, that's my turn.
Cool.
Hold the pulse for 2, control an objective for 1, and battle tactic for 5.
Yep, makes sense. Cool. Let's go into Stormcast turn 2. Mike, I don't know if you're listening to this, but 30 seconds is a long time. Alrighty, we're going to do Stormcast turn 2 here in a Lead into the Maelstrom. So, funniest thing is Kerzai's battle line in this list, so he counts for a Lead in the Maelstrom.
Yeah.
So, just got to charge those 2. Try and kill the chain rasp and not kill the horses. That is the plan. We'll see if I can do it. It's a lot of damage swinging in, so I got to try and sequence it correctly. Other than that, I just have the prayer on Ionis and heroic actions. Heroic action, I will try and heal Kerzai. 8, so that'll do it.
And I will attempt to heroically recover Nagash. We do for 2.
Okay. My prayer, I don't want to do too much damage right here, so what I'm actually going to do... Oh, I'm forgetting about the... 1, I can do the Unbind on a 2 for your spell portal. It should be within 30.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
For sure.
So, on a 2...
It's
it's
gone.
the start of the enemy hero phase. Don't touch it. Sorry.
I'm going to unbind myself.
Keep forgetting that.
It's gone.
You want me to do it anyway.
Yeah, no, you're supposed to get rid of that thing every turn with Nagash.
Yeah. All right. So the other thing that I had to do was the prayers. So I'm gonna auto heal. Like it's a toss up. Do I auto heal him or do I auto heal him? He has more wounds total.
Is it wholly within 12 or wholly within 18?
I believe it's 18. I have to double check the range. But I'm just gonna heal him because he has less wounds total.
Okay.
Either way,
Sure.
whether they're in range or not. And then what was his other thing? The soul burn thing. I got to read how that works because Nagash is soul burned, right? No, I missed him.
The
They're
chain
soul
rasps
burned.
are soul burned.
So at the end of each hero phase, so I actually missed one on your hero phase. So
Okay.
at the end of your hero phase, if the roll is equal to or less than the number of the current battle. No. So then we have the end of my hero phase. Yes. So you take D3. 2.
Okay, 6 aboard. Save 1.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to move. Movement's going to be pretty easy. So I'm going to do this on camera because I only have a few models to move anyway. We're going to go into these chain rasp. So I'm just going to grab a 3-incher here. And we'll get right to the edge there. 3 inches with that guy. These guys are also going to go into them because that's what dragons do. So that one will be right there. This one will be over here. Within 3 inches of each other. They're the fight last ones, right?
Yeah, it's not going to matter too much, though.
Are you redeploying or anything there?
It's a good question.
You could redeploy off this first one before I move them. Not that it
I don't
matters.
want to redeploy off the first one. The question is, do I ever want to redeploy off the second one? I only have one command point, and I think I would rather try and deny you a battle tactic.
Okay. So now we're going to move over here. We're going to start with Karazai. He's going to move less than his full 14. Go a little bit farther. Go right to there. Do you want to redeploy?
No.
Okay. And then we're going to go less than the full 14 here. I'm just going to go to there. It's definitely less than 14. It's like a little less. So I'm just going to go right to there.
Okay, so off of that, we are going to attempt to redeploy... Well, we are going to redeploy the Hex Wraiths.
Mhm.
My thinking here is that if they are far enough away from each other, potentially there's a situation where you can't be in combat
Yeah,
with
if you
both
get
of
a
them.
6, you're all the way over there.
Yeah. And
This
then
big
you
base, I'd have to get a big charge.
exactly. So 3. It pulls them out of 3 inches of the chain rasps, which might be something. We might be able to work with that. We'll see.
It's a good gamble.
Yeah.
I don't know
It's not
that-
1.
I don't know that's going to matter, but it's a good
Yeah.
gamble. All right. So let's go to shooting. I'm going to choose not to shoot
Okay.
with those two, I think. I'll rethink that in a second. How many wounds does Nagash have now?
He has 6 suffered, so he has
6 suffered.
12
All right, we'll put
remaining.
all 3 into him.
Sure thing.
Should be within 12. So looks 12 to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
We have 1 miss, 1 D3 for 2, and 3 for the D6. So 5 total.
Ward 2, take 3.
Okay.
Up to 9
Let's
suffered.
go to the charge phase. We're going to start with the ones that are most important, which are the 2 heroes here. So we will go with Karazai. Get an 8. Okay. Ionis. Also an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Do I go all the way to within 3? That doesn't matter. I don't know that matters. We'll just go here. Ta-da. He's still touching the objective there. Charge rolls over here. So go with the singleton right there first.
Mm-hmm.
We will get a 6. And then we'll go with the unit of 2. That is a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Actually, I'll leave this one back. I'll finish the charge with this one. And then I can pile in with that one.
Sure.
Make it harder for your pile-ins.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Monstrous Rampages. So, I don't have a Titanic Duel. I've got the 2 Stormcast ones, Stomp and Roar. So, we're going to do the 1-inch pile-in on those guys.
Sure.
On a 3. Nope. Then we're going to do -1 to wound on those guys as well from one of the other dragons there. That's also a no.
Okay.
We're going to throw that dice away. We're going to roar the horses, I suppose.
I'm out of command points, so.
Yeah, we'll roar the horses. Oh, you're out of command points, so I guess it doesn't matter. So, stomp the little guys.
Just want to point out, you may not be able to tell us at home, but the hex rays are literally in the shadow of Kerazai's wings, which is a very badass visual right there. 1 chain rasp dies.
Okay. Start of combat. So, we talked about this prior to the game. These 2 abilities have been FAQ'd in like the last week. And now you choose a unit to give them -1 attacks to. His ability has a different name than his ability, which looks like it means you can stack them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think it matters here because these are 2 attacks, right?
Yeah, both units have 2 attacks, so in this case you would not want to stack.
I'm going to choose both.
Yeah.
So both will be -1 to attacks regardless of who they go against. So it's like a weird like side grade. It's not a buff, but it's not a debuff either that they did.
Yeah.
You know, in a lot of situations it can actually be stronger like this one.
Yeah, very true.
So we're going to do that. And then we're going to pause real quick because we want to get a quick video of this cool wing thing. All right. So my battle tactic is Let in the Maelstrom, so these just have to be in combat at the end of the turn. So I really don't care what happens here, especially since they're down to 1 attack each instead of their normal 2.
Is Kerazai also a hero? He's a hero and a battle line?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
He is. And then over here, these guys are actually pretty killy, even though they're not buffed right now. But since they're not buffed, I at least want to get this guy in. These guys are fight last, so
yeah,
can't do much there. But you know, we can do a little bit here. We can kind of just pile in a little farther, make his pile in harder. It's trying to split the unit. So if you're newer to Age of Sigmar, or even if you're not, like this is just good piling in. So like with a charge, you only have to finish within a ½ inch with 1 model. So I purposely left this one back a little bit. They have 3-inch coherency. I could have left it back a lot farther and then piled in the 3. I'm good with this just for this game. And then over here, I came in on this side because now I'm splitting this unit. So now he has to pile in, and hopefully he can't get in all the attacks. But even if he does get in all the attacks, he has to split them between 2 units instead of putting him into one or the other.
Yeah, and when piling in, it's a confusing rule, even for me. But each model has to pile into the closest enemy model. So this unit, you know, now these guys do have 2-inch reach, so most of them will probably get to make their attacks. But yeah, the idea of fight last these dragons so I could potentially kill one before they get a chance to attack, that's out the window for sure.
Yeah, because now you can only put so many attacks there as to having to put some over there. And then hopefully all 3 dragons live because of the way that that was done. Yeah, pile-ins are weird. In 2.0 they were weirder and much harder. But
oh my god.
Yeah, either way, still a weird roll.
Yeah.
So, little dragon over there, we're going to go with the 7 attacks from the War Rider's Blade. These will be 3s. And then we've got 3s. That'll be 4 attacks. That is, no, it doesn't matter.
Worth noting, I don't really have any defensive commands. Not only do I have no command points, but the Nighthaunt defensive command just gives you a 5 up board, and Nagash already gives that, so we're just kind of
there you go,
vibing. Save 1.
1 damage each on those.
5 up. Save 2.
3s on the Maw. Hit with all. Wound with 2.
Save 1.
2 damage.
5 up. Save 1.
Dragged into the Tempest. 3. How many wounds are there?
1.
Alright,
so you kill the leader.
Kill the leader. Chomp chomp!
Okay, so, yeah, I don't really know what we can do here. I guess we can make some attacks. It's technically correct. I think that this guy might be marooned. So...
Before you choose to go with them first, he gets more attacks on his tail for everything within 3 models. So if you do pile in with them first and then I go with him, I'll have more attacks. Whereas if you go with the horses first, then I'll have less attacks.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know that it matters.
it
But
might. I might
I don't
want
want it
you
to
to
be a
have.
surprise.
I might want you to have more attacks. Okay, so
Yeah, because if Karazai kills them all, then
yeah,
Ionis
yeah.
has to go. Because here's the trick with this one is I'm trying not to kill the horses.
Yeah,
so
this is
I want to be able to
a
attack
little bit of a clown car fiesta right here.
Oh yeah, and I want to be able to attack with both dragons into the chain rasps and not attack the horses at all.
Yeah.
Or at least like attack them with like one thing that I know won't kill them.
Yeah. So we're gonna. This guy represents furthest, so everyone in front of him can pile in front of him. These guys are piling in like this. And then these guys are just going to fill in the breach like this. Okay, so I've gotten a few more into 3 inches there. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into Karazai, 6 including the leader into Ionis.
Do you have rend?
Nope.
Okay.
So I said 8. 8 times 2 is 16.
Nope, you're -1.
Oh, 8 times 2 is 8.
Warhammer math. 8 times 2 is 8.
Yep. Yep, there we go. All right. Force. Two saves, no rend.
Oh, missing both. Who's that into?
Karazai.
Up to 5 take.
And then we said 6 including the leader, so that will be 7 attacks, because the leader gets +1.
Two auto wounds.
Mm-hmm. And then, so 5 total saves into Ionis, no rend.
The leader got eaten by a dragon, but you brought him back, right?
Yes, correct.
Cool. Save 4, take 1.
Okay.
3 up save dragons. Rawr. I can't go over there, so I gotta go over here. So we will go with Ionis first, and I'm gonna split his attacks, I believe, because I don't want to... Alright, so how many wounds are those guys?
2 apiece.
Oh boy.
Yeah, a 4 up, 6 up.
We'll put... I'm running a real risk if I put 3. So I'm going to put 2 soul breakers into them, and the rest into the chain rasps.
Gotcha.
And hope they don't die.
Mm-hmm.
I think, because I have less of a chance of killing them with Ionis than I do with Karazai. Yeah. So, soul breaker into the horses. 3s. Mess with 1. Mess with the other. Should have put more into them. They're dip, duck, dive, and dodging?
Yep. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and
Yeah, that's
dodge.
the one. Yeah, yeah. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Fangs. Miss with the first hit. These are into the chain rasp. Miss with the second one. Hey, we are destined to do this battle tactic right now.
Wow. Yeah, it's looking good so far.
The only time that I'm happy to miss all my hits. Claws. 4 hits. These are the chain rasps. And 3s to wound. All 4.
Right. 5s. Save 2.
2 damage each.
6s.
All right, we did it.
Save 1, 3 die.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Does he have a eat models ability?
No.
I guess it doesn't matter because I have no command points, but...
That's just the little dragons.
So now that you've done that, we're actually going to pull 3 models away from... so we're 2 dead already. We're going to pull 3 models from this side.
Okay.
To just reduce... There's a small chance that those units survive.
Yeah, I mean, they could.
Okay.
It's unlikely, but they could.
So next up is the Grimgas Reapers over here.
You negate all my rend, so...
Yeah, true. So those... So... I don't want to work too hard with this, so we'll just say that 4 get to go in here.
Okay.
And then...
You're not going to pile at all?
No. 1 will go over there.
All right.
So 1 into the solo dragon. 2 saves, 1 rend.
Okay. I did not all-out attack or anything. I'll use it to try and keep him alive, so... I'm going to all-out defense here because I want to use all-out attack here.
Oh, sure.
So,
2 saves, 1 rend.
Okay. Damage?
1.
Okay.
I mean, 8.
It's 9, actually. 9 was the number you were looking for.
All right, and then we have 4 guys, so that's 8 attacks into the other squad.
Oh, man.
Meh. 1 save, 1 rend.
Missed. Okay. Now we have the big man himself, who can pile in with just a tiny touch. There we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so I don't know if reducing it by 3 mattered, because I've got 15 attacks on the tail. Wow, I've never had that many attacks on the tail. So I'm going to put everything into them. So we're just going to roll the tail first. So 15 attacks. I'm going to use my all-out attack over there. So we're just going to roll these. So 3s.
Very good.
That was very good, yeah. Whoa! Kara's Eye is ready to go. Miss one of those. 5, 10, 11 go through. 2 each.
All right, so it's this many, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 20 damage. Save 4 so far, so we take 6 so far. So we take 16, which is definitely the unit.
Yeah, and I just for those that are watching, I still had 6 attacks on the Annihilating Jaws at -3/3 damage, and Ruinous Talons at -2/2 damage. Not that the Rend matters, but just for an example, Kara's Eye is awesome. He's one of my favorite models in the whole game, and he does work.
That he does.
Yep.
That he does.
So we will accomplish the battle tactic there. You have the horses, and then I have those Fight Last Dragons.
Okay, so we're going to have 1 Hexwraith go into either unit, and 1 guy kind of gets trapped in the middle. So,
You can still pile in with him, because you're equidistant. You can just go forward. I don't know if that's going to get you... Because when you're equidistant, you can choose which way you go.
We'll put 2 into Kara's Eye then.
Yeah.
Scythes. Two saves, 1 rend.
Miss them both.
1 damage. These are the horsies into Kara's Eye. 3 saves, no rend.
Man, I can't make saves. Save 1.
Okay. And then into Ionis. Miss with the scythes. Miss with the horse.
All right, he was flapping around. Couldn't
Indeed.
catch him.
Okay.
All right, we'll pile in here. And then we'll use the all-out attack there, because that was my plan.
Sure.
Because we're at the end of the round. And we've got 7 attacks for the leader on the blade. And then we've got 6 attacks on the second one. So this will be 2s and 3s. Hey, at least we're rolling good on hits and wounds, even if we can't save it. I made a couple saves earlier. Alright. 5, 10. Nope, sorry. Is that right? 10? Yeah, 10.
Okay. 10 4-ups.
1 damage on those.
Okay, so these are 5s.
Fangs and talons.
Ooh. Okay, so 4 die.
2 misses on the hit. Ooh, made all the wound on that one. 6.
Save these. How much each?
2 each on those.
5s. That's the unit.
And then dragged into the Tempest. Got them both.
There's none left to drag into the Tempest.
I know.
Alright, so these guys are all off the board. I'll do some cleanup on my side of the battlefield. So you're going to score a 6-point turn.
1, 2, 3.
So you score, you hold an objective.
Hold 1.
The pulse.
Yep.
Adjacent to the pulse.
Technically, I hold all the objectives.
True. Very true.
Not that it matters, but...
But 6-point turn nonetheless.
Yep. 6 points. So what's the score right now?
It is 8 me and 9 you.
All right. And then we got the round 3 roll-off.
Indeed.
A 6. And a 6.
Okay, so
You have the choice, sir.
I don't think at any point in this game I can allow myself to be doubled, especially in this situation, so
No.
we're going to take it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so we are going to we're gonna take the turn. Our tactic is gonna be intimidate the invaders. We need another easy one. Let's roll primals. Yes.
Nope.
No. Wait a second. You know what? We're gonna save intimidate the invaders. We're gonna do magical dominance because you don't have a hero in unbind range.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess that happens
But
when
if
you
you
teleport from one board edge to another board edge.
I mean, if in case you decide to teleport into unbind range, I could do a heroic action.
We will not be doing that.
All right.
But I will make that decision after I see your heroic action. So my heroic action is going to be heroic recovery on... Actually, I might need to do finest hour here. Because this is the turn I actually want to rumble with Nagash, so... we'll just say it's his finest hour. I didn't see those dice, but finest hour on Nagash is what we're going to do. And, ooh.
Bye, dragon. You're predicting your hand of dust already.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah.
I'll take an unbind.
Okay, just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's your battle tactic. It would make no sense not to, you know?
Yeah.
Even though you're probably not going to do it. But.
My own strategy with Nagash right now is I'm flying by the seat of my pants, so
Perfect.
it doesn't hurt to have an unbind available.
He's got long pants, so.
Yes, he does. He absolutely does. All right, so let's begin casting with the Guardian of Souls. Who has the unbind?
Karazai.
Okay. Guardian of Souls is outside of 32, so he'll just go for a cheeky Hoarfrost. What
Very
you get?
cheeky.
So we'll put Hoarfrost on Nagash.
Ooh.
And we'll hold on. We have to choose a profile. We'll choose his.
Are you finest Howard?
Yes, I am finest houred. We're gonna choose his spirit claws because any amount of rend on those is good.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll put 2 rend on his spirit claws.
Cool.
Of his attendants. So now we're gonna start casting with Nagash. We're going to start with his War Scroll spell, Soul Stealer. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that goes off. That's going to be D3 mortal wounds.
This one has 2, that one has 3.
Yeah. Well, we don't actually have a ton of damage, is actually the interesting thing about this. So we'll put the damage here.
Okay.
So it will be D3. 2.
Up to 5.
And Nagash heals down to 7. He has 7 casts left. We'll go for Life Stealer, which goes off. D3 wins the same unit.
It's D3 or D6? Don't you have a D6 one?
That was the Soul Stealer, which I just did, but the unmodified casting roll was less than a 10.
Okay, so 2.
Mm-hmm.
So up to 7.
And then we're going to retroactively roll the Emerald Curse, because it's so hard to remember. On this unit, this unit's going to take 4 mortal wounds.
Okay, so that guy, 1, 2 goes there, and then there's 2 more on the other guy.
Then Karazai will take 3.
Ooh, Karazai's getting some damage on him.
So only I could kill that guy. Ionis will take 2.
It's up to 12.
Okay, so now that we've retroactively resolved that, we just did our second spell that heals Nagash, and that was 2, so boom, boom, he's healed to 5 suffered. He'll Mystic Shield himself. He's Mystic Shielded. Going to 5. Do I want to spend 2 spells to Portal and Hand of Dust? I have 5 casts left. Yeah, probably. We'll cast Umbral Spell Portal. Ooh, I might not get that.
7? You should be fine.
4, 5, 6. I do. Yes, you're right. With a 7. back here. We'll just put one over here. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't.
Okay, so we're down to 4 casts left. We'll attempt to cast Hand of Dust.
And
It goes off. So now we'll choose that dragon and do our favorite little game.
Let's do it. Come on. Do we go for the left hand again? Do we go for the left hand again? Go 3? Or go to the right hand? Oh, he got me! I shouldn't have switched.
Everyone's favorite game is rock, paper, scissors, right?
Yep, see? I should have gone for it. My instinct was to go for that hand. But I ignored my instinct.
There may have been a little bit of eye interaction that the camera did pick up of staring into each other's soul and trying to divine what kind of cosmic madness is going on. But
yeah, that was happening for those that couldn't see us, of course.
Okay, so we have 3 casts left. I'm not sure what we're really going to do with them. We'll put a soul cage on the dragon.
Hey, this is getting to the point where I can't even get my grand strategy. So you're in a good position right now because you should be able to kill that dragon by the end of the turn.
Yeah, let's definitely
hope so. My grand
so.
strat will be gone, and then it's really just those 2 against Nagash.
Yeah, well, either one of them would murk Nagash, I think, but it is a question of they can only be so many places at once.
Yeah,
like if they fly over here, they may need to babysit the pulse. Like who knows? But we got off Soul Cage. We're gonna just go for Arcane Bolt. Hey,
Miscast.
He's gonna take 2. He wards 1. Back up to 6 suffered. Finally hits the Bone Daddy. Okay, so let me check. He has destroyed model recursion. Let me see when that applies.
I assume Nagash is a monster, right?
He is a monster.
Yeah, you did a Monsters Rampage, really.
So we do this actually at the start of the hero phase. So for the purposes of this, there are dragons right here.
What is this?
So this is his destroyed model recursion ability on a 3-up.
Oh, okay.
I can return a destroyed model with half its wounds remaining. But it has to be outside of 9 and wholly within 12, so we're kind of talking like maybe over here.
Corner.
Yeah. No, it doesn't happen anyway.
When you forget abilities, they don't work.
Yeah,
That's how it always works. Every time I forget something.
All right, so can he Invocation of Gash himself? No, he's not Mordant. Or Summonable or Osiarch Bone Reaper. That would be nice. Okay, so we've casted here. We've been forgetting our optimal focus, but we literally don't have any spells to cast with it anyway. So I think we are ready to go to movement.
All right.
Okay, so we moved here first with Nagash, prompting a redeploy from this Bronze Dragon. The idea being that he wanted to move further away from these units that were going to charge him, put a model on the objective to try and contest it, because he is technically holding it from Nagash, so if he lives...
which is unlikely, but there's a chance.
Yeah. But that
telling me there's a chance.
There is. What that did allow us to do, however, is to retreat these models and take this adjacent to the pulse objective for a turn, before those guys are obliterated.
Just a little dumb mistake here, because I'm not sure if he was supposed to be on there or not, or I didn't even think about it, so I can't even say that I intended it, so...
I think like all of the movements you made were intentional and not bad, because you were trying to juggle stuff to complete a tactic, so it happened to be...
I wasn't paying attention is all it really came down to, because I could have still done that and then just stayed like right this millimeter here and, and accomplished all the things I was trying to accomplish.
Listen, man, if you can remember that, you should win the next GT. I'm pulling for you. This is a tough game. And then the only other thing that happened is we dropped our last unit onto the battlefield here to take the pulse. So we're just playing the scoring game now. We aren't counting on killing either of these 2 models for the rest of the game, so we're hoping to just get in a situation where we can just play keep away for the rest of the game and just try and put models on objectives.
I'm still waiting for you to hand a dust Karazai.
I don't think it's going to happen, but maybe.
We can live in a dream world.
Yeah. Oh, well, this is my dream world. For sure. Okay, so let us do some charge rolls.
I got the Purple Sun and Maw Crusher on full health when I played against Rob on the channel one time.
Nice. Was this before or after they changed its auto slay rule?
Oh, no, it was auto slay.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. I rolled a 1, and I told him I was going to do it too. And then I did it. I was like, I felt bad, but I was also really happy all at the same time.
Yeah, Purple Sun seems to live in the Nighthaunt army because we can just kind of be right next to it. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
just ignore it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do some charge rolls. We're going to charge with Nagash. 5 is enough. Not gonna.
You're in.
We're going to charge with the Guardian of Souls. 4.
That gets you. You're outside of 3.
Yeah, so we'll go here. The Wave of Terror effect that we can do with a roll of a 4 is Shriek, which is -1 to hit. And then we will go in with the
yellow boys.
The Spirit Hosts.
Oh, the big 12.
Big 12. Once again, I'm just going to stun this guy because I don't think he's going to live to activate.
Probably not.
So I don't think it matters. I'm not charging anywhere else. So we can go to Monstrous Rampages here. So this guy's a stun on him. I'm just trying to do everything I can to kill this guy. So let's see. He can give me the -1 to attacks or -1 to wound.
I can't do -1 attack. I can do -1 to wound and 1-inch pylon.
Okay, so
They're the -1 attack.
what's his save?
3.
Okay, so he's a 4-up. So most of our rend is taking away his save. So we'll go ahead and just roar him. Yes. Roared.
-1 wound and a gash. Yep.
Okay. All right. So that is where we will fight first. So up first, it is Alakanash.
Just for the people that are watching, the reason I'm -1 wounded is because he's finest houred. So that kind of negates finest hour.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, and you can't just use the command point to negate that like you would with a roar.
We will all-out attack because I don't anticipate. If things go well, I will never be all-out defensing ever again. But we'll see. So first up is Alakanash, 2s and 3s. Well, that was good. Okay, 3 saves, 3 rend.
Oh boy. So no save then.
Okay, so it's just 3d6.
Oh, then he's probably dead.
Well, 7.
Yeah.
Does that do it? Okay.
Yeah, he's at 2 on him.
Nice. Okay, that's
Going
combat.
downhill for the dragons.
So we are going to control the pulse. We're going to control an objective, control the pulse, control an objective adjacent to the pulse, and our tactic for a 7-point turn.
Nice. I gotta figure out a tactic. Alright, I'm running low on battle tactics for Stormcast. We're going to try Cleansing Strike. It's one of the Army of Renown ones. I have to take these 2 objectives, which I need to do anyway, and not have any enemy units on those objectives. So it's a risk, but I don't really have anything else to do.
Well, my game plan was to redeploy these guys to safety when you approach them, but now I can't do that.
I kind of figured.
Yeah, we'll see what I have to do there.
Yeah. So, other than that, we just have to do some healing. So we'll use a heroic action to try and heal Kerzai, which we will get. D3. 1 again. I need bigger than 1, but that's
We
okay.
will heroic recovery, Nagash.
I will.
For 2.
Do I auto heal Kerzai, or do I just do 2 prayers? Because then I can do like a D3 damage to them. Like, he's gonna kill him if he gets in combat with him anyway. So we'll just go down to auto heal here. So we'll go to 8 wounds taken.
Okay.
From 11. And then I have nothing else to do in the hero phase, so we will move it. This is pretty dang easy. Let me double check brackets, actually.
You go up from 2 command points to 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that it's going to matter. I have 2 units. Cool. That got me out of a bracket.
Nice.
Oops. Magnets and stuff. Thank you. You'll redeploy.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to kill him if he gets into him. He's currently looking at a 6-inch charge. I can pull the models that are closest from if he shoots them. So I might be able to save the unit from being charged. So we are just going to get the fuck out of dodge. I'm sorry. I'm swearing a lot.
That's okay.
Okay.
YouTube doesn't block us from doing that. Ooh, the big 6 too.
We're just going to leave. We're going out of town.
Out of town. All right. Going with Ionis here. So Ionis only has 3 wounds, so he's good. He's going to go his full 14. So he's going to land over here outside of 3. Have to back him up just a little bit to make sure we maintain the outside of 3.
Okay.
There we go.
So you control this objective.
I do.
Okay, good.
Yep. I had all 4 until you took those 3, and now I'm going to get 2 of those back. And then we'll see if we can make a giant 12-inch charge with Karazai.
Yeah.
First, we're going to shoot. Karazai has 18 inches on his shot. How many wounds is that guy? I can't target him, though, can I?
Yeah, look out, sir.
Yeah.
3 wounds apiece. Here.
You can regenerate them?
With Nagash's invocation, yeah.
Nagash is out of range, so I got to shoot at something that can be regenerated. These guys do the most amount of damage, so we'll do that.
Okay.
We got a 5. Ooh, I've been rolling hot on that, so D6. 3.
Okay. They're out of range of Nagash's 5 board bottle, so we're doing 6s. So 3 die, so now he's ineligible to make a charge.
Okay.
Ineligible. Oh, also, sorry, at the start of this turn, I'm going to dispel the Umbral Spell Portal. It's gone.
Okay. We've got the Soul Burner here. It's the end of the battle round, so we will +1 hit it. This will be 2s and 3s. Oh, I forgot to Soul Burn. Oh, they're dead. Never mind. I didn't forget anything. All right, 2s. And 3s. So we've got 4. We're going to ignore Rend.
Fail 2.
1 damage each.
6s.
And then you're Soul Burned.
Alright, guy dice.
Not that it's going to matter, because they will definitely be dead by the end of this turn.
Yeah.
So, charging. Charge Ionis. You will get it with a 6. I don't think I need to charge Karazai. I'm going to rely on Ionis, because I don't want to take movement away from Karazai, or the fact that I need to control the pulse.
Yeah.
So, we're going to hope Ionis can do this. We're going to do a Monstrous Rampage.
Stomp.
Yeah, I was going to stomp them. 2 and D3. 2.
6s. Another one dead.
Alright, Ionis should be able to do this. We're going to all-out attack. We've got Soulbreaker. 2s and 3s. Hits with all 4. Wounds with 2.
Oh, fail 1.
That is 2 damage.
He's dead.
Alright, we did it. Battle tactic accomplished.
Hindsight is 20/20. I don't think... So, just thinking and talking for a second about that redeploy. So, there was technically a redeploy I could make where I pull the closest units away, leave a model toying this objective to deny the tactic, and then... But that gives you a charge, a 10-inch charge. Yeah, I don't ever like to roll it out because you never know.
I would have missed it.
But that being said, it probably was the correct move to leave him a 10-inch charge and deny his battle tactic. That being said, I think what I'm going to be doing is playing the keep away game here. These guys might just march right back on and take it. But that may have been correct, but it's fine. Just mentioning that for the viewers at home.
1, 2, 3, plus my battle tactic. And 1, because I hold 1.
So yeah, hold 1, hold the pulse, tactic. So for a 5-point turn?
1, 2. I hold the one next to the pulse.
Yeah, so
I hold 1 objective.
Hold an objective, control the pulse, adjacent to the pulse. Yeah, 6-point turn.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. Okay. Roll off. I got a 5.
Okay.
I think I take the turn. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do for a tactic, because I don't think I have any. But the pulse is now here. So it'll be easy enough to just score points and then hopefully delete those guys.
Yeah, you could get into Nagash this turn.
Or maybe get into Nagash, but I don't even know that I need to.
Yeah, I want to
Well, just because, like, Nagash went from one side of the board to the other. And he's still surrounded by dragons. So, interesting thing, we were just looking again at the battle tactics for the new Army of Renown and the sequencing on it. And I definitely missequenced. Like, I probably should have done Surround and Destroy first turn or one of the ones from the new Army of Renown, because they all require 3 things. And then the grand strategy also requires 3 things. So with all the numbers of 3, it actually may make more sense not to take the grand strategy for the new Army of Renown and use like a normal one. I don't know. It's an interesting discussion. You know, first time playing the army. These are just some observations that I'm making because I don't have any battle tactics for the rest of the game. So, what I'm going to do here is not do a battle tactic. Yes, I'm picking one that I can't do. So,
reprisal.
That, yeah, right. After that, I'm
endless
use,
expropriation.
Ionis. I don't think he's in range to even do his other one. He's not.
Oh, Emerald
also,
Curse.
I have
Emerald Curse.
Yes, curse me.
Karazai. It's going to take 4.
Ooh.
And
I'm gonna heal
Ionis,
3 of them, so I'm gonna go up. I'm just gonna go up 1.
Ionis will take 3.
Okay.
Very consistent Emerald Curse this game.
Yeah.
But that healing is very good.
Heroic action. We heal Karazai. Yep. D3. 2.
Nagash will continue to try and recover from putting his toes too close to the enemy. He'll heal another 2.
Yeah, and I think the play is to just make you come to me. I already did my prayer,
Yeah.
so let's go to move.
It's a high-risk play to try and go for Nagash.
I'm not gonna make it Nagash. I'm not. There's no like world where it makes sense to try and go after him because you can redeploy in front of him, and there's all kinds of stuff. And like I'll be like right here on this weird piece of terrain.
Yeah,
trying
that's
to
fair.
make a charge.
That's fair.
And then
That's fair.
Karazai really isn't that great going into heroes because he gets more on his tail. So like he only has 1 attack on his tail typically, unless you were to put
He
something
did
in
heal a
front.
wound when he destroyed the chain rests, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You remember that?
Oh, did I like from when he killed him? No. I
When
didn't
he
forget
destroys
that.
a unit, he gets fun stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
So like I could go here and go after these, which would hold this objective longer.
Yeah, but that's an adjacent pulse objective, so that'll actually be worthless in a turn.
It will be, but it could possibly stop you because you have to try and then kill Karazai.
Yeah, the question is, if you don't full retreat with Karazai, he is in Hand of Dust and spell range, because I can teleport inside of outside
But
of.
you can do that even if I full retreat. You can teleport.
True, but if I do teleport to get close enough to you, I'm leaving this bubble of my units and screens. I think I have to play KG with Nagash. I don't know. It's tough. It's definitely a very close game.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to do this off camera because I got to measure a couple of things and think about it. All right. So we mapped some things out and talked it through.
Sean can't get any objectives for the rest of the game. My turn 5
Battle tactics.
Tactics for the rest of the game. My turn 5 tactic depends mainly on me being close and in combat with his enemy units. So
We're charging with like lead into the maelstrom.
yeah, and my ability to get a tactic on turn 5 is going to determine the game. So
That means my initial thought of retreating actually made the most sense. So
very true.
That's what I ended up doing. So both of these are just touching this objective. This guy is on both of the objectives. And we're just going to try and play keep away and score some points and see how it turns out. But basically, as long as I can deny a tactic, I think the Stormcast take the game.
Yeah, so you control an objective, you control the pulse, and you control 2 objectives adjacent to the pulse, so it's a 5-point turn for you.
Yep.
Then we go into my turn, so I go up to 4 command points. Let's do some... we didn't even do primal on your turn, but it matters for me. So
Yeah, let's do it.
1 on your turn, and then on my turn, yes,
So you have 2.
yes. And then you roll for my
Oh,
turn.
yeah.
So I
you
have
have 3.
3.
It's not going to matter. I'm not in unbind range, so.
But I think I will be teleporting into unbind range this turn.
well, then I'll keep going.
So yeah.
You got 2 over there.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so my tactic is going to be an auto-complete, which is intimidate the invaders.
Yep. My heroic action will be an unbind.
My heroic action will be heroic recovery on Nagash, which we get. He will finally heal back up to full.
Nice.
We are going to use the invocation of Nagash to recur 3 models to this unit, and then we will roll our 3 up to see if we can get a replacement unit. Yes, we do. Now, we need speed, so our
Horses?
Hex Rays died, so we're going to recur half the unit rounded up within 12 inches of Nagash. Yeah. Okay, so that is our start of hero phase stuff. So now we're going to start casting. So we have 8 casts with Nagash. He is... He is going to start by casting Mystic Shield, because he should always have Mystic Shield. So he has Mystic Shield. We'll go to 7. Not in range for... Even without those 3 recurred models, we're not in range for Shade Mist. Okay. So, knowing that I need to get a tactic on turn 5, I think we are going to be very risky with Nagash now. So, what that means is we're going to Spirit Tether. Okay, going in.
Where are you going?
That is a good question. I think we're going to go within 9 inches of Ionis, as far away from Karazai as we can get. But I also want to be close enough to my screen so that I could potentially like set something up here and then redeploy around that way. But I think we'll just pop there. Actually, you know what? If Nagash dies on turn 5, that might actually just be fine. So now we're down to 6 casts. We're going to cast Spell Portal with a 7, 8. It's a 7, so it's a 10.
10?
Mm-hmm.
You adding anything to it?
No.
Okay. We're going to go for the Unbind on this one then. Because Hand of Dust is 3 inches, right?
Yeah.
7. Got it.
8, 9.
Yep. Right.
I have +3, so it's a 10.
Oh, okay. We'll add another. Another 2?
Okay, so that does it.
It doesn't matter. I'll add third.
Okay. So no Spell Portal. So we're down to 5 casts. We'll do Soul Stealer. So that goes off, and we'll do D3 Mortal Wounds to Karazai.
Okay.
1. We'll do Arcane Bolt. So we're holding an Arcane Bolt. Then we're going to do Soul Cage. Literally anything I could do. We're going to do Life Stealer. So that goes off. We'll do it to Ionis. D3 Mortal Wounds. 2.
Update.
Okay. So we have 2 spells left. We're going to cast Jaws, because it might do something.
It's possible. Because he's... Well, it's characteristic though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 14s.
Yeah. So we'd have to roll high, but I mean, it is something to be on the board.
Yeah, they're characteristic moves though as they bracket, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, it does. So he's 8 taken, so he's 12 now.
Okay. And how about Karazai? Is he bracket 7?
No,
Okay.
9.
So then with our last spell, we're just going to do Soul Cage. And that goes off on a 7. So we'll put Fight Last on Ionis.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're going to move the Jaws. That's a 9. We'll just re-roll that.
Ooh.
That's a 3. Well, we'll just...
You don't see triple 1s very often.
Yeah, no you don't. We'll just move it right here. Okay.
Are you trying to get out of the way in a gash?
Yeah, mostly.
You might want to go this way instead. If you're trying to get out of the way in a gash so you can charge Ionis. Because you were 3 inches this way. So you just open up more space by going this way. So you can go over there.
Yeah, okay. Alright. So now we're doing the cast with that guy. He doesn't have anything to cast. He's just going to cast Hoarfrost. Doesn't get it. Okay, so didn't use our primal die.
Use it on the Hoarfrost. You had a 6.
And a 1.
Oh, you had a 1?
Yeah.
You don't want to risk it?
Nah. Okay, so let's do some movement. So, do we bet on the double turn? Because we're doing...
I mean, you got to gamble, right?
Oh, no. Where are we on right now? We're
This
in
is 4.
top of 4? No, you didn't do a tactic. That's why there's nothing here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're bottom of 4. So
It's like, no, you got to be end of 4.
yeah, I think we'll bet on a double. So we're gonna just run everybody. These guys are gonna run. So they get to go, and we're gonna double their movement characteristic.
How do you do that?
So they have an ability on their war scroll that says that they can forego their ability to charge this turn, and in exchange they get to double their move characteristic. So
cool.
they can go
30.
30.
Zoom.
Yeah. So they are going to be outside of 3 of Kerzai, all up in his grill. They're going to be like this. For all the good that does us. Grimghast Reapers are going to charge. Run. So they go 11. And touching the pulse, because we need that. Or the adjacent to the pulse.
Mm-hmm.
How many does he count as?
They're both 5.
Okay, so if we make a charge, we could take the pulse this turn. These guys are going to run 11. This guy is going to run.
Oh, you know what I forgot in your hero phase? Soul burn on these guys.
Oh, sure,
Right?
yeah, go for it.
I shot at that.
It's the.
Did I shoot
No,
I didn't. That was
they were
Kerzai.
over there.
Yeah, no, never mind. I'm
Ionis
just trying not to forget it, but
Yeah.
I keep forgetting it.
Ionis has killed everything he's touched. So you're good.
Yeah.
We're doing reroll charge, all out attack, and it's the bottom of the turn. So we'll just 6 the run for the Guardian of Souls, so he gets to zoom 14 inches.
Nighthaunt is fast.
That they are. So now we're just going to attempt a charge on Nagash because we have no shooting. So
Good old 9 or 10er.
nope. Spend a command point reroll.
Hey!
Whoa! Okay.
Good.
Yes, sounds good. All right, so, all right, so that's a charge. We cannot apply any of our Wave of Terror effects. So, Monstrous Rampage at the end of the turn. Ionis can roar me, but he can also
-1 wound.
-1 wound and -1 attack.
Yes.
So, I think we'll just... we're going to assume that we get to all-out attack, so we're going to roar you. You are not roared.
Okay. I'm going to -1 wound you.
Okay.
Should have finest hour, maybe. But also, stopping Hand of Dust was important, so I don't think I made a mistake.
Yeah, because he may not kill. I
Yeah.
guess here.
So, here we go. Got it. You're -1 to wound.
Okay.
And then, start of the combat phase, you will be -1 attack.
You're right.
And then I am roared, right?
No, you
missed
are
it.
not roared.
Okay, so
but I will shoot you for D3 wounds with this Arcane Bolt at the start of the combat phase.
And I will all defense.
2 mortal wounds.
Okay.
I will all-out attack with Nagash. I sort of have his War Scroll memorized, but not when he has all these negatives. All right.
He's in danger of dying.
Okay, so,
If you take the pulse, that might win you the game.
yeah.
I couldn't redeploy because of the fact that I don't want to leave the objective.
I wasn't even planning on this because as a Nighthaunt player, I've failed so many 9-inch reroll charges in my life. I'm like, I never bet on it. I'm like, this is just gravy. Okay, so we are doing Alkanash. This is going to be hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s. 1 save, 3 rend.
All right. 2 goes to 5. Oh boy.
Okay, well, D6. 1.
Oh, we got lucky there. That could have killed him.
No, that performed exactly as I expected it to. All right, Zephet Nebtar. Twos. That's good. And force. 2 saves, 2 rend.
Oh, man. The -1 wound's not helping that much. All right, let's go. We can do this. Force. Oh, we did it!
So we're definitely not killing Ionis here. But we're betting on the double anyway. Spectral Claws is going to be hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. 1 save.
Saved.
Okay. Whew. There you go.
Ionis is tough.
So we didn't take the pulse. 1, 2, 3, 8, and you have 10. So we did in fact score hold an objective, hold something adjacent to the objective, and our tactic for 4.
Which is hilarious because that's what we mathed out.
Yep, we're proceeding apace now. And now,
roll off.
Priority.
That's big. Ooh, the 6. It bounced off Nagash and gave me a 6.
Well, I'll do a parting shot of Emerald Curse. Ionis takes 2.
Oh, he's down to 1.
Oh my god. Don't tell me that. Alright, Karazai is fine.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Oh, you
It's
got
on a 2 up.
You got Ionis down to 1. Alright, so I think we could probably talk out my turn because it's pretty simple, right? I'm going to retreat Ionis. I don't have a battle tactic, so...
So maybe roll your roll to dispel the jaws, because the jaws could kill you before you get a chance.
Yeah, on a 2.
No, that's on the enemy hero phase, isn't it?
Oh, that's enemy hero phase, that's right.
So you have to roll 2 dice.
Magic dice? Primal?
Yep.
No?
No.
Ooh, the one time I want it.
I know, right? 7, and the jaws are a casting value 6, so they are gone.
Okay.
Okay, now we can continue talking.
Heroic action. We'll heal Karazai for what that's worth. D3. Heal him 3. So he goes down to 4. And then we'll use the prayer to heal this dude 3. So he'll go down to 10. Then we will go to...
Oh my god, we forgot that he gets to fight back.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, put some wounds on Nagash. Maybe that changes your plan a little bit.
I don't know that it does, but we'll do it. All right.
I was like, I pulled up the dice for fight last, and I'm like, oh, this didn't matter, did it?
I thought it meant don't fight.
Yeah.
-1.
Okay, so he has Mystic Shield, so force. Saves.
Claws, 3s. 3s. 3 at -2.
Alright, so he's down to 2, so up to 4s. Save 1.
2 damage.
Apiece.
Yep.
So 5 ups. Save 1, take 3.
3s. Hits with 2. 3s. Wounds with 1. -2.
2?
Yeah.
So we save that.
3. Oh, you saved. Okay. So.
So anyway, you're on your turn 5.
Yeah, I don't think it changes the turn 5 anyway. Because turn 5, I just need to hold the objectives. So I just need to retreat outside of 3 here. Floss base is stuck. We're going to knock Nagash back a little.
You're good.
So we come here. Then we control both the objectives because I don't have battle tactics. So.
Yeah. Now, remember that my tactics rely on me either. So I have a couple tactics that we're looking at, but you probably want to move Karazai away. But no, you have to. You want to control that.
I need to control both. So.
This is adjacent.
Yeah.
So you're going to score 1, 2, 3, 4 on your last turn. Yeah. Okay. So you have to do that. Yeah. So shooting with Karazai.
Yep. Shooting. Shoot at the little guys.
Sure.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh no, it's 1 wound. 1 wound. It's
right.
Different with him.
5 up. They save it.
Okay. Well, then it's not 1 wound.
Okay. Okay.
And then we got. Ionis retreated. He can't shoot.
Yeah. Okay. So that's your turn. You score 4.
Yep.
God, this is so close. So you're 24.
Yep.
And I need to accomplish a tactic or else you win. So we go to my turn. 2 command points.
You just let it in the maelstrom and you win. As long as I don't kill Nagash. He's a
yeah.
hero.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you don't want to roll out that combat...
Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay.
No, let's do it.
So, Primal Magic on your turn.
Yeah.
No? Oh, we already did it for your
Nope.
turn, so we don't get any
It's for
Primal
your
Magic.
turn,
Yeah.
so no.
All right, so no Primal Magic. My heroic action is going to be... I have 2 command points, so we're going to go for heroic leadership on my general, which we do not get. What's your heroic action?
That's a good question. I guess it's an unbind. Oh, I don't have any primal though. The likelihood of stopping you is very low.
Mm.
I'll just try and heal Ionis. And then if you hand a dust, you hand a dust. Yep. Heal him 3.
Okay. I'd like to hand of dust one of these guys, that's for sure. And I can't be Ionis. So, alright, so let's begin casting. We're just going to cast Spell Portal. So we get Spell Portal.
Yep.
Alright, let's attempt to... So we're down to 7 casts. Let's attempt to Hand of Dust.
Oh no! You seriously did that?
That's amazing. Okay, this guy is going to cast... he's going to cast Hoarfrost.
If you couldn't see it on the camera,
That was a miscast. Oh yeah,
That was a miscast.
Nagash miscasts.
on Hand of Dust, it doesn't matter.
How many wounds does Karazai have left? 4?
He's
4
taken
suffering?
4.
Okay. I was like, I could add dice to that, make it a primal miscast, but that wouldn't help. Okay, so he takes 1, and he doesn't ward it. All right. Teclis is snickering in the corner somewhere.
Yes.
So we get Hoarfrost. We'll just put Hoarfrost on
What are the chances of
those
that?
guys, I guess. So they're going to hit on 1s. Okay. Okay, so we should have probably picked my tactic first. So I have to bet on something.
Wasn't it led into the Maelstrom?
Oh yeah, led into the Maelstrom. And then I have to not die in combat. I totally forgot about led into the Maelstrom for some reason. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so movement.
You don't even have to move. You can with this stuff, but like, who's your led in the Maelstrom? Hero in a battle line?
Yeah, you don't have to pick,
Yeah, you
but
don't have
I'd
to
like to
pick.
charge with multiple battle line as well.
Yeah.
Because I want to be stacking the
Because
shriek.
I can't actually redeploy, because if I leave the objectives, then it's a pain. It defeats
Yeah, I
the purpose.
suppose that, you know, I didn't even think I could control the pulse here, but we're going to move with the Nagash. So he's going to move outside of 3 on this to this objective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You're good.
good enough.
Yeah.
These guys are going to move outside of 3 over here. These guys are going to move up 8.
This is round 5, right?
Yeah.
So I had 3. This is top of 5? No, it's at bottom of 5.
Yeah, bottom of 5.
Yeah, so I have 3. So I'll spend 1 to redeploy.
Off of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter what it's off of. It's going to be the same result. Well, all right, we'll go on.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. Go right here. These guys are just going to move 8 right here. Okay, no shooting, charging. Hex raids are going to go in. Yeah, so they are going to charge onto the objective and put -1 to hit on Karazai.
Okay.
I want to try and put multiple -1s to hit on him, if at all possible. The Grimgas Reapers... Ooh, but he gets more tail attacks. Nagash is going to charge.
You're in.
Guardian Souls is going to charge. Interesting. He's going to pop over here and give this dude, Karazai, another Shriek.
-1 to hit.
Yeah, so he's -2 to hit now.
Okay.
These guys are going to charge 6. Oh. I done fucked up.
What do you do?
I can't get my grand strategy if I have units in combat. So now we have to kill these guys.
Why?
Because I can't have a Nighthaunt unit contesting an objective that is within 6 inches of enemy units.
Oh. We'll just move those guys back.
So it wouldn't be any of these guys. So if these guys didn't
just
move...
the Spirit Host back onto this one. It's fine.
No, I can't have... Let me reread the grand strategy. No, one or more objectives are being contested by a Nighthaunt, and there are no enemy units within 6 inches of any friendly Nighthaunts that are contesting an objective.
Oh, so you can't even be in combat at all?
So what we will have to do is actually run all of this over here to take this objective,
Yep.
and then charge. These guys are going to charge off of the objective to be over here, and then Nagash just has to tank Karazai by himself without. Oh God. Okay, so we're at the end of a long game. I totally forgot my grand strategy is fight or flight, so we're doing things a little bit differently. The Hex Rays are going to double their movement and come over here so that Nagash plus a Hex Ray take this point, which is the pulse. These guys are all moving here to take this objective. Now these guys need to make a charge for my tactic, which they do. They're going to end the charge. They're going to end the charge over here.
Stay outside of 3 of Karazai.
Yeah, outside of 3 of Karazai. They're going to Shriek Ionis. And...
so he has no shrieks.
no shrieks because we're taking back those charges.
Yep. Got
that follows. So now we are going to do Monstrous Rampages.
Okay.
Nagash is going to roar Karazai. And he roars him.
We're back at you, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep. Roared.
Okay.
And then over here we will -1 wound. Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
So combat.
-1 attacks. -1 attacks.
Okay. Nagash is going to activate first to try and bracket Karazai, so that hopefully he doesn't die horribly. He might.
It's possible. It's unlikely, but it's possible.
Okay, so...
Well, no, but my Ren works on him. You don't
Yes.
have Mystic Shield anymore, do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So...
Yeah, no, I could kill him.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could kill him very easily. We had to take risks. We mathed it out, and unless I get a tactic on this turn, but now we've taken...
you when you charge me.
Yeah, I mean, we redid so many things. You can absolutely retroactively unleash
I'll shoot you. D3. 3.
Save 1, take 2. I meant 6 suffered. So now we're going to attack with Alakanash. 1 save, 3 rend.
6.
D6. 3.
7.
Zephyr Nebtar. 1 save, 2 rend.
Saved.
All right, and then the Spectral Attendants. Oh, 1 less, actually. So we'll just roll 5. Okay, 3. And 1 save, no rend.
Missed. Update.
Okay.
Still not bracketed. Bracket's a 9.
Darn.
Almost got there. Ionis. 3s.
He is -1 to hit.
Those were all 6s.
Perfect.
And 3s. 2. -1.
We'll discorporate these guys. Fail both.
How many wounds have I taken? 7. So 4 attacks.
How many damage were those? I failed 2.
I'm sorry, 2.
So 5s. Soak 1. Spirit Host dies.
Supposed to be 4s. It's a 2. Wounds with 1. 2 damage.
Save.
Fangs, 4s. 3s. Nothing. Okay. You got your Spirit Host?
Sure, they attack.
You're
What matters is
Kara's
yeah, they're not going to kill that guy. I mean,
no, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. You roared me.
Yep.
So this will be 3s and 2s.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Okay, that's a good start.
Oh no. 3, -3.
Okay, so we're saving on 6s. Oh, save 1.
3 damage each.
Okay, so that's 6 5-ups.
Oh,
Save 3.
we're not killing him.
Taking 3.
2s. 3s. 2, -2. I should just roll the tail with
4s.
3s.
Save those.
Nope, no wounds. There we go. You hold the pulse and that, so you got 3. Plus you hold 1, so that's 4.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus your battle tactic, 6.
Yeah, 6-point turn.
Okay, so what's that put you at?
So with a 6-point turn, that puts me at 25. With my grand strategy, that puts me at 28 to your 24.
That was fun.
Yeah. A little bit of a messy end there because I totally forgot what my grand strategy was for a second. But this is the play that I would have done if I had really been thinking about it in a tournament. But
Yeah, that's okay. You know, it's late now, and we had a lot of fun, and it was our first time playing too. So
yeah.
I thought it went well.
So yeah, we don't want to spend too much time on the wrap-up, but what I will say is that you know, you had to give me the gentleman's turn on turn 2, or else I auto-lost. However, that being said, I don't think the move I did with Nagash was particularly impactful, so I think in the future what I would want to do is be super cagey with him for as long as possible.
Yep.
If he's close enough to Hand of Dust something, that's nice, but the rest of the game, you know, Nighthaunt was just running around, holding objectives, trying to snipe off bodies, and play the Mega Gargant game of you can only be in so many places at once. And I was happy with his performance after that. Yeah,
he did great. Yeah, I agree. Agree with you wholeheartedly. I really do like the Army of Renown. I think it's pretty good. You lose some things, but you don't lose that much, and you gain some things. And I think you just have to build it a little different. Like, the grand strategy was bad, because, like, I still would have lost by 1, but I also should have prioritized my book battle tactics sooner, which would have given me access to 2 more battle tactics.
Yes.
That I could have done. And I could have easily done the Monstrous Rampage one on turn 1, I think. Because I could have put all my rampages into Nagash, and then I just auto-get it.
Yep.
As opposed to doing Intimidate and then saving Intimidate for later in the game.
Right.
So that alone would have actually won me the game if I also got a grand strategy.
Yes.
Now, depending on what grand strat I picked, I might not have even gotten that still, but point is, I think there's a little bit better way to build it. It's just like really finicky because you only have a few models to pick.
Yeah.
And you could not play Karazai. I think Karazai's worth his points, and he's also just badass, so I'm going to play him.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's funny. This list with Nighthaunt, because you have so few points for army units, you want to just be kind of running around playing hard to get and tagging objectives, completing tactics, but the dragons are just fast enough that they could just chase you down anyway. Like, literally Nagash teleport from here to here and was still surrounded by dragons in the next turn.
That was great.
So, yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Absolutely.